Skills Knowledge Fraternity. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for joining and stay with us till the end of this course. I am Mahin Fatima, the host of today's session. Finally, I want to say about this free online course. This course is workable for those who are knowledge seekers and want to learn new aspects of life and their own personality. Every day, some new participants join us, so let me give a brief introduction about our platform. Ask Fraternity. Ability Skills Knowledge Fraternity is an online learning and earning platform which aims to enhance the skills of the youth living across the world. It promotes the talent of the humans, online education for higher education, teaching workplace skills, exploring new interests that provides certificate courses and diploma courses. Ask Fraternity offers free international webinars, workshops, and paid short courses. Our vision is to help achieve their goals by creating solutions and practical techniques through our training and design life-changing products to ensure holistic transformation of people. We inspire the people, we provide motivation, and we give flexibility to the students who want to learn, and we provide individual focus on students. Motto of Ask Fraternity: creating new leaders by nourishing and promoting the talent of common people is the main purpose of Ask Fraternity. Its slogan is, sometimes choosing a different path from others does not mean isolating yourself. It means that you know who you are. Our mission is to change the life of the people. We provide different approaches towards successful careers. We review jobs, we provide job opportunities and decrease unemployment rate. We provide safe environment, especially for females. We inspire the people and take action. Our executive team members include Dr. Aksar Imani, who is the founder of Ask Fraternity, Mr. Zain Khan, who is the Vice President and Finance Partner of our executive team, Ms. Arshia Kainat, who is the CEO and Management Controller of Ask Fraternity. A leader is like a shepherd. He stays behind the flock, letting the most nimble go out ahead, whereupon the others follow, not realizing that all along they are being directed from behind. Ask Fraternity is a registered online platform who provides opportunity to the students by promoting leadership, teamwork, organizing, and negotiation skills. We are registered by FPR and SECP, and there are many institutions who have collaborated with us. Our collaborative partners include China, United Kingdom, and some other national platforms. GoStudy organization is one of the Chinese company who are our collaborative partners. United Kingdom, Right Vision Training Center, which is registered by UK. Ms. Aziz Sheikh is the governing body of the Right Vision Training Center. Our affiliation is with Al Jannat Institute of Medical Sciences and Bashir Hospital, which is registered by Punjab Government of Pakistan and affiliated by Healthcare Board. Ms. 𝑘𝒂𝒑𝒊𝒆𝒅 and 𝗀𝒊𝒆𝒂𝒊𝒆𝒅 is the founder and MD of this institution. Our national collaborative partner includes Al-Safa Institute of Paramedics and Rehabilitation Services, which is registered by Central Government of Pakistan (ATC) and affiliated by 3 hospitals. Ask Fraternity offer different programs which can be paid and they can be free depending on the type of the course and the duration and the facilities which we provide. Diabetes training program, hypertension management program, urology training program, oral surgery courses, natural healing courses, and spoken English courses. We also provide virtual internships, virtual pharma, clinical internships, and medical internships. All of these training programs are related to the medical, and we also offer some other programs on different topics which may not be included in medical or some other fields. So the duration of these programs depending on the type of the course, which can be 2 months, 1 month, 4 months, or 15 days. Many more programs are in queue, but what is the benefit of getting programs and learning different programs from Ask Fraternity? This is, we provide e-certificate. We also provide some free e-certificates on our free courses. We provide experience letters, LOR including in program fees, but hard form certificates can only be provided to those who pay extra charges. Membership card. Ask Fraternity platform launched many effective offers for talented candidates. Our mission is to change life and bring success in your life. You can do everything if you want. The membership card fees is about 2000 rupees, which is minimal, and it is valid for 1 year. What you get after getting membership card: you can enhance your CV or resume after learning different paid programs, and you will get 30% off on these courses after getting membership card. You can get job opportunities and save money. So, thank you all for patiently listening about the introduction of Ask Fraternity. I warmly welcome in you all. In today's session, we are presenting the course on psychology with our worthy speaker 𝐾𝐬𝐲𝐜𝐴. So let's start our program, and please give a big round of applause to a very capable researcher, 𝐾𝐬𝐲𝐜𝐴.
Hi everyone. Asha, is my voice clear one more time to reconfirm? Can you hear me? Hi, is my voice clear? Okay, hi everyone. My name is 𝐾𝐬𝐲𝐜𝐴. So today we'll be talking about cognitive psychology. This is a psychological course. I think it's quite interesting because we learn new things every time. And this is something we practice daily. So let's go to the introduction of cognitive psychology. It's defined as a study of individual level mental process such as information processing, attention, language, memory, perception, problem solving, and decision making and thinking. This is something we practice daily life. Cognitive psychology is very important because it revolves around how we make decisions, how we think, how we pay attention to certain situations, the language that we speak. Basically, it's all about thinking, which influence your behavior and your decision making. So the first one I'll be talking about is cognitive psychology. According to research, they use the gained from the study how people think and process information to help people develop new ways of dealing with problem, behavior, and live better life. How we make decisions. For example, if we are very stressful, if we make if we want to make a decision, we need to think. So this is how the brain process. Because in this era, we are too stressful. We give too much of stress to the mental, and it can actually affect your behavior. So that's the reason the psychologist has come out with different research to overcome all this to have a better mental health. First, we'll be talking about cognitive psychology concept for understanding corrupt behavior. First one will be schemata. The idea of schemata is a well-known concept within cognitive psychology and can help us to understand the internal mental process. How does our mental process? How do we make decisions? Some people are different when it comes to making decisions, when it comes to thinking, when it comes to paying attention and everything, because each of everyone is different people. Some people will be very strong, some people are mentally very weak. They can't make decisions. So this will lead to problems such as anxiety disorder, where people will start to develop a kind of fear where they can't face their fear. Their academic performance, this mostly will affect young youths when their cognitive psychological things doesn't work properly, they can't process things properly. The academic performance can be affected because they can't concentrate, they can't learn. Furthermore, personality disorder, they will have very low esteem, confident, they will never be socialized, they don't talk to people. All this will influence your behavior. When your mental health is not good, approximately or eventually it will affect your way of thinking and everything. And also it will lead you to substances use, which is some people will avoid all this and distract themselves with drugs, alcohol, and etc. Some will go into depressive disorder. Depression will start to overtake you and tarnish your mental health. Relationship problem, you can't have a proper relationship with anyone because you can't think straight. You can't make decision. Your psychological mind is really affected. So these people will have problems. They can't mingle with people. They can't socialize with people. Next, it also will lead you into autism spectrum disorder. You will like to isolate yourself. Then trauma. It can give you trauma because it's something that when you traumatize with something, your mental health, your mentally will fix in the brain back of your brain that okay, this thing has happened to me, this trauma, and I'm not going to come out of it, and eventually you will not come out of it. Lastly, will be emotional regulation. Your emotion will be very unstable because, like I said, people are different. The way of processing feeling is different. The way of handling situation is different. Some people are strong. Some people are very weak. So it's very important for us to be composed and stay calm when making decision because that something will give your brain a boost to do things well. A schema is defined as cognitive structure of organized prior knowledge. It's experience a specific instance that guide the processing of new information and stored information. That's how you think. For example, if you are doing want to cook today, so you will think first, then you will decide whether you want to cook, for example, chicken or fish. That's how it's very simple. This is how cognitive psychology revolves around daily life. Behavior believed to pointless to try study. Mind because there was no way to see, object, measure what happened in someone's thought. Of course, we can't predict what happened in somebody's life, but when we try to speak and everything, we can try to understand what they go through and we can help it out. That's how psychology works. Psychology is all about the mind, how you deal things with mind. And when your mind makes decisions, that's how you. Next will be emotions and motivation. Cognition perspective. Motivational constructs are useful for understanding and determination of information processing. This is one of the things where it's determine how we process the information, how the brain processes the information. When we read about something, for example, if we read a newspaper, how we process the news, whether we're going to take it in a negative perspective or positive perspective, or how we're going to relate that news, or could be like this, or could be like that. It's something else. Emotions are seen as a vital ingredient of functional cognitions. Yes, emotions plays a main role in psychological because emotion is something very important because we decide everything on emotion. When we are happy, we use emotion. When we are sad, we use emotion. Everything about emotion. Study also mostly the brain image that I think because the more pressure you're giving your brain, it will actually affect the way you behave, the way you think, and also some people could not process. It will affect the ability and the intelligence also will be affected. Severely affected patients' rational decision making ability. People suffer even to make a normal decision on what to eat today. They can't process things. They'll be very, very bad at making decisions because, little bit stress they are, will just go out of their way. Next, we'll be looking into cognitions and behaviors. The mind is viewed as a composed of inner structure and organized information from the environment. Connect this information with prior thought, knowledge and process information and knowledge to form a decision upon which to act. Environment also plays a main role. Environment that we are living. If we are living in a very natural environment, peaceful environment, some people we can take like a workplace. A clean environment and non-clean environment. When a person works in a clean environment, their work will be very good. It won't influence their behavior. When they work in a dirty workplace and everything, yeah, you don't have the mood to work, and it will influence your behavior. You don't perform well. You can take that as a very simple example. The study of cognitions is the type of observation of behavior or action taken by the individual. Behavior and action is two different. Behavior, how we going to react in the situation. Action is actually the decision that we make. This is what I'm going to do. For example, if I'm in a position of making a decision, your decision shouldn't influence your behavior because your behavior is different, your decision is different. You could be mad at that situation, but your action shouldn't be something that can give trouble to people. You can always come up with idea of overcoming a situation. And also next will be basic theories and psychological factors disarming skill. This theory is something that you have to think how to overcome your mental health, how you use your daily mental stress, because brain is something you use every day. Psychology is something you use every day. We think a lot. We think about our daily life, our life and everything. So when you give too much stress to your brain, overuse, it can actually damage certain things. And there is also a way for you to overcome. So it's very important for you to stay calm and do things accordingly so that don't put too much pressure on the psychological. Some theories view cognition as a adaptive process that emerges from the interaction between an individual and the world, both physical and social. Yes, of course, it's between individuals and both physical and social. The physical is also affected how socially we behave, how socially we use psychology, how we interact with people, how we mingle with people, how we handle the things around us. When it comes to work, working, family, friends, meeting new people, and handling situation, different things, different situation. In most cases, context-specific social and physical knowledge drives our influence information process. Yes, specific social and physical knowledge is very important because when we want to have this, if you want to influence somebody also, if you want to teach somebody or everything, we need to know how to do that. For example, if you want to, for example, your friend is facing some psychological problem, you need to understand the person first. You need to study the person first and contact. Okay, how can we help? What is the problem with your friend and everything? So that's how you consult it. You can say that it's a psychological problem because it could be problem to you because your behavior and actions too. It will influence your psychology. History of cognitive psychology. Behaviorism was the dominant perspective in psychology. Yes. Behavior is the main thing. When you think, you straight away you act. That's the main thing. So that is the reason we need to be very composed because we have to think properly before we come into actions. This theory holds that we learn all our behavior from interacting with our environment, such as the people, things that we do, work that we practice, daily life practice. It focuses deeply on observable behavior, not thought and this example we can say that when we observe something, for example, when we want to do a craft, we will observe the video, how to do it. want to do it just let
Excuse
them.
me, Miss Romy, your voice is not clear.
Is it clear now?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, so sorry. So how behavior from interacting with our environment is very important because strictly when you observe something, you do things better. So that's why more than thoughts and emotion, the observing skill is very important. Researchers become more interested in the internal process that affect behavior instead of just the behavior itself. People, researchers have become very interested to find out what is the process of affecting the behavior internal instead of just the behavior. They don't see it as a behavior. Okay, when a person behaves this way, what has actually influenced the person to behave like that? They go deeper inside so that to study that person, how their brain process things, how do they handle certain situations, why they handle the situation like this. Like I said, there will be a person A, person B. The first person decision will be very composed. The second one will be very distressed one. So this is two types of people. How it happen? The way they think, the way it influences their behavior. That's all. So the researcher, every person is different type of people. So we have to, it's kind of studying process. It's very interesting process. I'm pretty sure we have friends also with different behavior. When it comes to researchation, of course, every friend will have another situation. That's how people think differently. There are numerous practical applications for this process, such as providing help coping with memory disorder, making better decision recovery from doing it. Like we said, some people, researchers have come out with helping people to regain their mental disorder. Some people who met with accident, their cognitive, psychological will be affected really bad because this is something on daily practice. So they'll give them the treating learning disorders, structure, structure their educational, how do they learn back, enhance their learning skills. Some people even forget how to speak. So some situation will affect people. This can come to depression. So when people are too depressed, they even do not know. They even forget their daily activities. They do not know how to cook. They have to do anything. I have my friends. I can give example. My friend's mom. She was severely depressed until she wasn't able to even know how to cook. She just poured the oil and she just off the stove. That's all. And she said the cooking is done. So that's how it affected her ability to think. Once upon a time, she was a person who very good at cooking, and now you see, from very experienced person, and it can make you into a dumb person in just few months. Because if you're not going to keep your mental health properly, cognitive psychology will be affected a lot of things because mental is a very huge subject. It's a very big thing. There's a lot of things inside it that we have to learn and we have to handle in order to have a better life. The field of cognitive psychology is a rapidly growing area that continues to add our understanding of the many influence and mental processes of one our health and daily life. This is something everybody talking about now. Mental health because of the era that we are living now is full of stress. So the stress is moving into mental. When your mental is affected, automatically your physical is also affected. So mental is the main stream of our body now. So we'll go to the recap on understanding how cognitive process changes a child, develop to looking at how the brain transforms. Yeah. We will have stages of transformations from childhood to adult. Perception help us to gain deeper and richer understanding of many mental events that contribute to our daily existence and overall well-being. We'll face a lot of things. When we are kids, our mental development will be different. Our psychological way of thinking will be different. When we are teenager, it will progress to another mature. Again, to the adulthood will be more mature. Where our decision making process, the way we speak, the way we think will be different. So we will go through all this process. So all this process actually is stressful to the brain because, like I said, people are different. Some people can handle. You can see sometime when a crime happens, they will go to their childhood They'll see what has affected them psychologically, which lead them to commit such a horrific crime when they're in adult. So all this is a process. Our life is just a process. Furthermore, the cognitive approach in practice, the so-called cognitive revolution, is something that understanding way of people processing information, how thinking pattern might contribute to psychological distress. This can go with the crime that I say. When you think of making a decision, it's up to you how you're going to process that. If you're going to make it a negative gesture, your act will be negative. If you're going to think it as a positive, your reaction will be positive. It's all dependent on us. Cognitive behavior therapy and rational emotive behavior therapy are two methods in which client and therapists focus on the underlying conditions of thought that contribute to psychological distress. Yeah, this is a rational emotive and behavior. So this is something that you make things rational. Sometimes you know this is wrong, but some people due to their own understanding, even if it's rational, also they're ready to think other way around. So this is something you can that's something that can contribute to the psychological distress. Like we said, that alcohol abuse, drug abuse, poor performance, anxiety disorder all comes under this. When they don't do things according to what's supposed to be done, they will be very disturbing things. And this cognitive psychology is very important for us to handle since our childhood. As parents, we need to see our kids whether they have autism. If they have slightly autism, you can't reverse that, but you can help them to make it not worse because if it goes worse, it will put too much pressure on the mental health. Psychological is something which is very complex. Now people think that depression is something that very normal thing. Everyone say I'm depressed, I'm depressed. Actually, it's not just a word. It's something that very a silent killer which kills you from inside. If you don't seek any help from the early stage, like I said, you can end up from being a very smart person to becoming a dumb person. You will just change somebody like that, but you will never realize the changes that it brings to you until on the last stage. For example, I've read one story. It's an article. This person was very good at mathematics, but he did not know that he was facing depression. He had a depression since childhood. But mathematics is a complex thing. You have to think a lot. You have to do a lot of calculation. He wasn't able to solve one of the question, and what the boy did was he just jumped off from his apartment and he died. When they found out that he had a very low esteem because he was very good at it, when he wasn't able to handle the situation, the only thing he think was, if I die, I can just escape all this. So did you see when people are distressed, they cannot think. They just decide whatever comes in the first line. That is very, very negative things because if you want to handle a situation, first of all, you have to be very composed, think few ways, how can I solve this? How can I overcome? The first thing we have to do is how are you going to overcome that? That's how we have to think, not straight away go to the negative side. If you go to the negative side, your action is going to cause you to bear the consequences. So cognitive behavior, it is something that we practice in daily life and it's very important and we learn everything. Every day we make a decision, every day we interact with people, every day there's a lot of things happening in our life and everything is a learning process and upcoming process and overcoming process of our life. It's not something that we can let them influence us or affect us because we are the one who control of our brain. In this era, we understand a lot of pressure in worldly things, career, family, everything will be a pressure, but it's up to us how we going to protect our mental health. Lastly, if you experience symptom of psychological disorder that will benefit from the use of cognitive approaches, you might see a psychologist who has specific training in this cognitive treatment method. These people who are very skilled and can help you to identify first step of your cognitive disorder. If you have, you can even help people to educate this because this is very important things in our life because when we sometimes we can notice people around us who have psychological problems, then we can help it out. So I hope today this topic has helped a lot of us to understand, practice a better lifestyle and better decision making, better environmental things so that we can have a better lifestyle in the future and everyday life will be stress free. Of course, it won't, the stress will be there always. We can overcome the stress. That's the only thing. Because mental health is very, very important in this era. When your mental is healthy, your physical is just. Thank you everyone for joining today and we will see you in next class tomorrow with a new subject. Thank you. Akshay, are you there? Uh, I'm sorry. I have three things to say actually. If
Members, if you have any question related to this topic, then please type your question in comment section. If you have any question, any query,
before we go to another thing, I would like to highlight something. If the cognitive behavior is affected you since young age, means it can lead you to Alzheimer's diseases, speech problem, memory issues, and sensory difficulties. All this can happen if you don't detect anything in early stage because they will even have hard time communicating with people, speech, like if they want to speak in a group, they can't speak, they can't put words in a sentence for them to read to you. That is very, very major problem already. So it's very important for us to always find out and practice better memory exercise, brain exercise, so that our brain works in a right way, not in a stressful way. Thank you so much.
Thank you, members. Stay happy, stay safe. Goodbye.